Everybody. Mm, Welcome back. We are on class 5, of course, 8. Let's get started. Mhm. Yinghui, please read question 1.
Explain the meaning of the word paradox.
X.
Oh, explain.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Do you know what's the meaning of pardo?
Is it the state between death
The-
and rebirth?
yeah, but that's not the meaning of the word. That is what it is. What does the word mean? Par,
In
pardo,
between.
pardo.
In between.
Correct. That's exactly what it means. Read this.
Okay. The word paradox means in between, since it refers to the state between death and rebirth.
Yeah. What's the incorrect pronunciation of this word? Bar
Bardo?
Bardo. Bardo. Okay. But there's no way for an English speaker to know that's the incorrect pronunciation. If you show them this, they're going to say Bardo because there's no pa in English, right? But you could just say it's anglicized, it's Englishified. All right, good job, Yinghui. Perfect. Hope you don't go to the Bardo soon. Daria, you want to read the next one?
Yeah, so much. Describe the explain of seeds for
Example. Slow down.
food.
Slow down. Wait,
Oh,
wait, pause.
yeah, the
Pause.
example.
Pause. Stop.
Mhm.
When you read, read slow and look at each word. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Describe the example of seeds for crops of grain used to explain why intermediate beings must logically exist.
Yeah. Does anybody know the argument?
Because if seeds can't turn into trees, then we can't just go from birth to death. There has to be some intermediate phase.
Yeah, how does that relate to crop? You're right. How does that relate to crops? Is it seeds to trees or is it the seeds from trees into other trees?
Now I'm confused.
Like, it's obvious that seeds grow into trees, but where do the seeds from those trees come from, right? Like, don't you have to get the seeds from the crop before?
Yeah, so the seeds from the crop before go into the ground and then grow into the new crops.
Hmm, maybe. I would think it's like this. Where do the seeds from the if if I grow corn, plant it in the spring, it ripens in the fall. If I want to plant corn again the next year, I need the seeds from the previous year's corn to grow those, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just the process of growing, it's the process, it's where did the seeds for the thing you're growing comes from to then become the thing that is like the thing you had before.
Uh,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I thought it was saying the same thing as like the Nagarjuna thing where it's like, you know, a seed doesn't become a tree. There has to be some intermediate stages between the seed and the tree.
Oh, oh, that's not what Arya Nagarjuna says. But we can talk about that too. Here, read this, Mike.
Chim Yang explains that a plant cannot come directly from a seed. There must be the intermediary of a sprout. Just so, the being at rebirth in one location cannot come directly from the being at death in another location. There must be the intermediary of a bardo being who travels between.
Yeah, that is what you're saying. I don't like that though. It doesn't make sense to me. Because a sprout is a tree. There's no difference between a sprout and a tree.
You can climb a you can't climb a sprout.
An ant can.
Oh, touche.
You can't climb every tree. That doesn't mean it's not a tree. Um, but it's just saying there has to be something in between the the original incident and the maturity of it. But what Arya Nagarjuna says is uh there is by the time you have a sprout, there is no seed. So how can the seed be the cause of the sprout if the seed never touches the sprout? That's what Arya Nagarjuna says. It's impossible to have the seed be the cause because for one thing to be the cause of something, it has to have a relationship. And for two things to have a relationship, they must both exist at the same time, by definition. But that's a different talk. Everyone's quiet, so you can think about that, I guess. Number three, Jessica.
Yes, teacher. Do you hear me? À, em nghe những trong lúc à, the existence of intermediate beings is also proven by statements of the Buddha. Describe the three conditions under which, according to the Buddha, a child will form in the mother womb. Tibetan tract answer in Tibetan. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Describe the three conditions under which, according to the Buddha, a child will form in the mother's womb. This is Abhidharma. What are the conditions in the middle way? How about that? Let's do that first.
Uh, is in the dwelling? Is it?
What? No. This- What?
Ah, no.
How? No. It's nothing to do with 12 links. Middle way. Higher middle way. How does a child form in the mother's womb?
Um, a woman, mother, is a woman who had a body
Now,
physically.
now. Middle way, not the answer to this.
Um,
How does how do you see yourself as pregnant? How do you see yourself as being born?
So it's projection from the seed according to middle way?
Yeah. How does it work?
So we planted the seeds in the past and it's ripened to protect, to force us to see we got pregnant.
Exactly. And Jessica knows. She's just pregnant.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, now, Loan, this is Abhidharma version. What does Abhidharma say?
Yeah, the first, the mother uh, is a woman who has a physical body, um, uh, capable of birth and is still menstruating.
Yeah, menstruating. Good.
Yes. To the father and the mother has desire and make sexual together.
Correct.
Yeah. The battle being must be in immediately vicinity of the parent when they have
Yep,
sex, sex. Yes.
exactly. Yeah, you need a fertile menstruating woman, a man having sex with them, and a bardo being. Those are the three things. Um, or or some fertilization, I guess you would say. Okay, read this, slow on.
Yes. There is the presence of a being who is still able to be a mother and who is still menstruating.
Good.
Yes.
So
Um,
wait, marung, not suitable,
yes, I think so.
correct? Anastasia, is this right? It says it's someone who's not suitable.
No, I think Ma is mother here.
Oh, how you're too smart for me. Uh, yeah, in Tibetan, the ma can be a negator word, like in English, like no, no, not, neither. They usually start with N. In Tibetan, they usually start with M. Ma, min, mayin, me, me, like that. But how's right? Marung, someone who's suitable to be a mother, right? Who denpa, who has, who dang denpa, who has their ndasen. What's ndasen mean? Literally, what does it mean?
It's like still.
Nope. What does ndawa mean?
Moon,
Moon.
uh, the moon
Yes, Mike said moon. So what does moon 10 mean?
indicator.
Yeah. What does this whole thing mean? English. Give me a good English translation. Moon indicator.
The moon
What?
like a moon.
Somebody. It's amongst these words. How about that?
Menstruating.
Yay! Yeah, in English, you can say someone on their moon, you can say. Period, meaning periodically, based on the moon. The man in menstruating means moon, right? Men on the monthly cycle, monthly. Monday. Monday means moon day. Did you know that? Maybe you didn't. All right. All right. Next. Mm, I'll read it so I don't have to embarrass anybody else by having to say sex. There is a feeling of desire and then sexual contact between the prospective parents. Pamachak shing trepa. Mother and father desire, and they meet, literally meet. All right. It means they have sex. All right. And bui kimchi.
Yes, teacher.
Read this.
Yeah, see, there is the proximity, right?
Proximity.
Proximity.
Now, KS, prox.
Yes, proximity.
Close enough. Keep going, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, of one of the beings who lies on smells, that is an intermediate being.
Yeah. How do you say lives on smells in Tibetan? Trisa, smell eater. Okay. It can mean an intimate being. I think it can refer to hungry ghosts too, and it can refer to celestial musicians, Gandharvas in Sanskrit. All right, here we go. Oop, look, Chitsa. I'll do it. Chitsa Newar Nepa. There exists Nepa, close by Newar, Tritsas, Pardoa, a bardo being, bardo. How many are here? Oh my God. We gotta speed up. Uh, all right. Milan, you want to read this?
Yes,
Yeah.
that determines the appearance that an intermediate being's body will take.
Yeah. Say determined.
Determine.
Yeah, good. By the way, I want to start another English class on Monday if we can. If it's too soon, we can wait. But anybody who wants to help me help others, just send me a Telegram message. I know a few of you do want to learn more English. It was requested, so I don't know. What determines? Yeah, so what determines what appearance Pardelas will take?
Like
Anybody?
before
The-
our next rebirth.
Close. How about this? Is it the birth they just had or the next birth that determines their appearance? How about that?
I think
Hmm?
both. The before one.
No, the after one. It's the next one. Yeah. 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 But it's confusing because it says the being before, but it means the one they're about to take. So, yeah. Meaning before one's next death, but after one's next birth. Whoa. Okay. Read this, Inghui,
The
please.
appearance of an intermediate resembles that of the being before, which refers to the life that the person is about to take, meaning before one's next death, but after one's next birth.
Yeah. The appearance of an intermediate resembles that of the being before, which refers to the life that the person's about to take. Yeah. Meaning before one's next death, but after one's next birth. Oh, the being who you will be before your next death. Okay, sure. Anyway, it's the next life. I think that's an easy way to remember. Who can see an intermediate being? Give me the real answer.
Buddha.
Who else? Yeah, Buddha can see everything. You can. Who else?
Other Bardo beings of the same type.
Yeah, that's true. But what's the real answer, Mike Hoffman?
Anyone else you have the karma to see?
Yay! Anyone with the karma. Because some people are like just psychic or have special powers and they can see them. Um, but I think in Abhidharma terms, they would say, um, yeah, the same class of Bardo being or something like that. All right. Oh yeah, he says both. Eye of God. That means someone with certain psychic abilities from meditating a lot. Intermediate beings of the same type can see each other. You can also see one with a meditative eye called the eye of God. Yeah. If you meditate a lot, you can get psychic abilities. I've heard. Number six. Mm, Hannah Diachenko, would you like to read?
Yes, thank you. Describe the special powers that intermediate beings enjoy.
Yeah, what kind of special powers they have different from like a human or something? Anybody?
They move really fast and run through walls.
Yep, like the Flash. Okay, no DC fans, guys. Yes, they can move really fast. They can live off smells. They can move through things. Um, yeah, I think they can. Yeah, I think they can like hear their name very far away and get there very fast too, stuff like that. Okay, let's see the list. Um, as the first Dalai Lama notes, intermediate beings have a capability to perform miraculous feats that come through the power of deeds. They can fly through the sky, display special strength, or a capacity to travel at extraordinary speeds. All their powers, those of the eye and the rest, are complete, and they have the ability to pass through mountains and so forth without being stopped. Yeah. Intangibility, speed. I didn't remember all the strength thing, but okay. Um, VV, you there?
Yes, I'll be there.
All right, please read this.
Yes, 7. It is possible to be diverted to another type, another type of hurt after one has already taken form as an intermediate, intermediate, intermediate being hurt. Being has for a particular type, type type of rebirth? Thank you.
Thanks. All right. Is it possible? Yes or no? Anybody? Is it possible to take a different birth after you're already a type of intermediate being? Come on.
Can wheel emperors do it?
What's that?
Can wheel emperors do it?
Yeah, there's different classification, but what's the real answer? Forget Abhidharma for a
If
second.
you have the karma to, you can do anything.
Thank you. Okay. That's always the answer. That's the real answer. But we're studying Abhidharma and they do have some specifics. Okay, let's see. Uh, the first Dalai Lama notes, you are never diverted to another birth. The energy of one's past deeds that's throwing forth the intimate being headed for the hells is the same energy that will project the being before. That is the hell being itself. One can, however, reach the state of intimate being headed for the level known as the class of the pure and still not have to take birth there. Cases where one achieves nirvana before death and rebirth as just such a being do exist. Yeah. Real answer, yes. Abhidharma answer, usually not. Probably not. One exception. All right. Last question. You should learn Abhidharma, but you have to have it in your. What did Master Vasubandhu, the author of the Abhidharma Kosha, say after every line in the Abhidharma? He said, "So they claim." Okay? Meaning he wrote it down to preserve Buddhism, but he didn't believe in it. Okay? He says "Sero" at the end of a lot of the lines or the major lines or the book. We can look at it if you want. He says, that's what they say. Meaning, I don't think so, but here you go. All right? The Buddha did teach these things. How does an intermediate being enter the state of a human womb birth? Be wary. You might have to say sex if you answer this question. Does anybody know? Come on. Well, tell you.
He's
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead, Mike.
all right. The intermediate being sees two people having sex, and it gets it like wants to join in the fun, and then during that confusion, uh, it gets trapped in like the woman's like organs and womb.
Oh yeah, I think you got it. I don't know if it's exactly like that, but yeah. Um, yeah, it's like, ooh, what's going on over here? Ah! And it gets sucked in the womb. And it's like, no. And it can pass through to get in, but it tries to get back out and it can't. It's like dunk, dunk, dunk. It's like, no. That's why babies are crying. They're like, "Ah, I was enjoying smells and I had superpowers. Now look at me." If the person is to be born a human, he or she or they sees their parents from a distance having sex together. Because of a mistaken impression and imagining that they can play and enjoy themselves, they pass to their destination within the womb, lodged in the midst of the mother's abdomen and entrails. That doesn't sound fun. All right, so this is all a cruel trick, karma. All right. That's it. Any questions?
Can I ask?
Yeah.
So what is death?
What is death?
Yes.
Your
Like,
karma runs out.
sorry?
Your karma runs out.
Mm,
That's it.
okay.
It's happening right now. Your karma for 836 is running out. 836 is about to die. Uh-oh. Should we have a funeral? Um, all right. It's just shift in karma. You just shift, it's a shift in projection. All right. So is every second of your life, is my point. It's just that you think you have a life, a self-existent one, that makes you think death is more significant than any other moment. Um, on the level of existence, there's a fancy word, ontologically speaking. Like on the level of how things exist, it's the same as any other moment shifting or any other change in karma. But on a level of significance, because you think you exist as a self-existent person, having a self-existent life, it feels more significant, which is fine. Just it's happening. All right. Don't worry. There's some amongst you who won't taste of death. Who said that? Jesus. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Teacher.
Thank you.
See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
If you want to help with my English class, write me on Telegram or WhatsApp. Bye, or
Yeah.
email me. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, translator.
Bye. Thank you, Dr. Who. Do
Thank
you
you.
want see to diamond? I touching diamond now. Not diamond world, only diamond.
You're gonna send me diamonds?
I I show you I touching diamond.
My address is Wordsmith, Arizona, USA.
Okay, see you at first.
Okay, see you at Diamond Mountain. Bring my diamond. Bye.
Bye. I just have the dinner with JP teacher and Sugansi teacher.
Oh, you can give JB my diamond. He can give it to me.
Yes. How much did you want?
All of those there.
How did you know? How did you do with that? With that?
It's okay.
It's
It's
okay.
donation.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.